So, I messed up, and you're about to see it in about 2 seconds. Yeah, right there. I was tilting the jar back to show you the brand of dip powder, acrylic powder, and I tipped it into my clear. So now my clear is pink. More exactly, it's a jelly pink, which actually turned out quite fantastic, and I love the color. So I added a little bit more red to it, and now I've got 4 shades of acrylic that I'm working, 3 shades, 1 clear, that I'm working with for this set. Hi, how are you? Welcome back to Nails by Sora. If you're new, welcome, welcome. If you're subscribed, thank you for subscribing. And anyone who is not subscribed, now's your chance. Do it now. Go. Pause the video. Go subscribe. But yes, so this is going to be another video in my marbling series, this time with acrylic powder. And I think it actually went quite well. I like the way they all turned out. I love the unexpected jelly pink that I created. The red is by oh, what's the name of the brand? I can picture the label in my mind. Pausing a recording. Glam and Glitz. So the red is Glam and Glitz. What was the clear was Mia Secrets, and when I contaminated that, I swapped to my Young Nails clear. I'm also using, I think it's Moravan. I'm using Moravan White. But I apologize for being out of frame or at least partially out of frame. I didn't realize I was zoomed in as far as I was while I was recording. And unfortunately, there's just no way to correct that in post. So I am still learning. This isn't really a how-to. This is basically just a series. The acrylic series is basically just similar to a watch me work, but watch me learn. And if anybody is familiar with acrylics or adept at it, and they're seeing where I'm going wrong or where I could refine my my brush skills and picking up the pearls, the amount of liquid to powder ratio, please definitely leave some comments down below, because I welcome any advice at this point. I think I'm just really nervous. I don't know why. It's not like anyone's going to come at me if they see me doing something wrong, or it's not like the nail is going to yell at me while I'm working with it. But yeah, it's just I seem to be very nervous about using the products, so I think that's causing the hiccup. I feel as though it gets a little bit easier the more nails I do in a row. So I'd started out just planning on doing the 3 marbled nails, from left to right, the first 3. And then while I was waiting for the acrylic to set, I was just playing around with the acrylic, and I did the 4th nail, not intending to record it or post it, but I thought it was through a mistake of trying to, attach one pearl to the other. I wound up with like this fissure through the center of the nail that created a cool pattern, so I went with it and I started recording from that point on. And then the 5th nail was just, again, me playing with the jelly pink that I created, and it was the smoothest nail I had created, the minimal amount of finishing and recorrecting that I had to do with my electric file. So I decided to keep it in because it came out so well, and I just added the gold heart to it to keep it, since it was pink and white and red, keep it in the Valentine's theme. But so basically what I'm doing in terms of how I'm creating the marbling effect is there's 2 methods that I've seen, and that's picking up multiple pearls at once on the brush and laying them on the nail together and then swirling them around. That one was less successful for me, just in terms of getting the monomer to acrylic ratio right, so that I would be able to spread and swirl the acrylic on the nail. The other method is just in quick succession, picking up small pearls of each color, picking up one, putting it on a nail, picking up the next one, dropping it next to it, and then again moving it around the nail so that they swirl into a marbling type effect. And once I got the main colors on the nail, I just pick up, successive beads and put them where I felt they were needed, and try to smooth it down so that I wasn't creating too much bulk and having a large filing process to go through later on, which unfortunately the first two nails, I created quite a mess of my desk with dust and acrylic shavings while I was trying to redefine the shape of the nail and get it looking somewhat like something anyone would want to wear. Not that these are going to go to anyone, but yes, you could basically fix anything with a nail file, but why create all that extra work for yourself? So I'm going to try to find the time while I'm not actually making videos to just practice off camera, because it would make things a lot easier when I am recording if I can start moving forward and get to the design portion of using acrylic, the art portion, versus still trying to figure out the concept of how to mix the monomer with the acrylic powder. That being said, I do think that these nails came out really well. I love the finished effect. I went in after the fact with some gel paint. Well, after I redefined the shape, I used some alcohol just to cleanse the nail. I base coated, then top coated, and then I went in with gel paints to create some veining and do some finishing touches on the nail. So that's basically the extent of this video. I did also want to say, as new to this these products, at least using them myself as I am, the one thing I do want to impart to you is the importance of not using MMA monomer. That's dental grade monomer. It's what dentists use to prepare fittings and false teeth and dental molds for their patients. It's very hard. You can't, well, you can drill through it, but it's very harsh on the nail, and it's not meant for nails. It can do a lot of damage. It's not good to breathe in. It's very carcinogenic, not carcinogenic. I don't know. It very well could be carcinogenic. But this is all information that I've learned from watching other people's videos and seasoned nail techs who are familiar with doing acrylic manicures and using the products when you're going to buy monomer. And as far as I know, or as far as I've heard, it's illegal to use MMA monomer in the world of the beauty world and nails and all that stuff. So what you want to look for is EMA monitor, and you want to use really trusted brands. So whenever you're searching for the product, make sure it doesn't say MMA, it should say EMA. And if you're not sure, if the product is not clear, just don't buy it. So that's going to do it for this set of nails. Thank you once again for joining me and for watching. If you've made it to the end, leave a pink heart in the comments. And yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for my next set of acrylics. Like I said, I'm going to practice a little bit off camera and see if I can refine my technique before I go in and to do another video. But please hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the bell so that you're notified whenever new videos are available. And I will see you in the next video.